Could do that, but
Not bad.
since Pendleton's so interactive with me, I won't do that. Thank you, Pendleton. They did grunt this morning. They did. I gave you. Hey. I appreciate the 2 or 3 grunts, Pendleton. All right, so we are recording, and let's pull up the 2 or 3 questions. I think we got 2.3, 35/15. 35/15. Got 2 questions. I see 2 questions. It says a manufacturer of household items has total revenue given by the function R is equal to 8 whatever, and has a total given of blah blah blah, where X is the total number of probably use graphical methods to find the number of units that gives break even for the product. So what are you going to do with these 2? They tell you to use what method? So you can do it by hand, which I would not suggest, or you can do it by your handy-dandy calculator. All right? So take your handy-dandy calculator and let's put those in. So I'm going to go get the handy-dandy calculator and pull that up. It's the only thing I didn't pull up was the handy-dandy. No, I don't have my whiteboard, but I'll pull it up too. But, all right, so we're going to type in y is equal to 18.5x. So 18.5x, and this is a test question because it's pretty simple. And 16x plus 350. 16x plus 350. And graph. And if you don't know how to use your trace function, well, we're gonna have to zoom standard 6. Okay, we got to get up to 350 because that y-intercept. So let's do a window, and let's make the y-axis 0, 350. What are y'all doing to the microphone, please? Quit tapping on the table, please. From 10, or from 1 to, or from 0 to 400. And graph. Oh, that's even better. So we're going to zoom out to see what kind of graph we got. Okay, it looks like it's converging up in the first quadrant. So we'll zoom out a couple more times and find it. You could actually use the trace feature and find it, but I'm just going to find it for you. And go up. And I'm going to put the center right in there. And there's the intersection. So now I'm going to hit second, trace, and find the intersect, which is number 5, enter. And I'm just going to hit there, and then I'm going to just move up here and give it a guess right in there. And there is your intersection point. So X is equal to 140 and 2590. Write that down. 140 and 2590. So 140 is X. So that's 140 items produced at what? At 2,590. So what are they asking for? Number of units would be 140. And you feel good about yourself. That's a good test question. The reason it's a good graphing calculator drill. So write that down as a test question because I would put that on the test. Next question. 2.4, 27/11. 2.4, 27/11. Okay, solve the double inequality. All right, first thing, you got to get the X by itself. Now get your calculators out, and I'm not I'm not going to put it on a calculator because I'm going to be drawing on the board. So let's go ahead and pull this up and pull it up on the dang old clear board. And here and here. There we go. And 32. This is a good test question. Although I don't like to do these, it still might be on a standardized test, and I could put it on mine, but I usually give regular type inequalities, not the double. 0.527 x minus 3.331 less than or equal to 72.03. All right, somebody add 3.31 on each side. 3.31 and 3.331, and that'll give us in the middle 0.527x, and then what is 75.361? 75.361. Somebody help me out there.
Yep.
And then 33.49. What does it come out to be over here? 36.721 plus, oh, I'm sorry, adding, I was subtracting. That'd be 40, that'd be 40 point what? 052? 40.052. Thank y'all for the interaction. One person answered. Now, divide by 0.527. Divide by 0.527. Divide by 0.527. And somebody give me the answer. Be x in the middle. And then what's on the left?
76.
Say again?
76.
76 even?
Yes, sir.
And then on this side?
143.
143. Thank you. I appreciate that. That should be your answer. So type in 76 and type in 143. What's going on at Pendleton? What's wrong with the screen? Anything?
Just fixed it.
What happened? I just need to know what happened.
There was nothing. I just didn't know how to set it up. Never set it up.
Oh, okay. Thanks, JC.
You're welcome.
Oh, you gotta love it. Do y'all have trouble in y'all's other classes talking so much, Pendleton campus? Do y'all have y'all's teachers fussing at y'all for talking so much?
Not really.
Appreciate it, one person.
You're welcome.
Y'all know I could turn the tables real quick and make this a miserable class. Y'all know that, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, just forget it. I just thought I'd mention that. All right, that's the two homework questions. I'm just going to start grunting. Yeah.
Yep.
I did have a teacher at Clemson. I think I told y'all about him, Dr. Harden. That means you know how to do this. That's all he would say. He wouldn't say anything else. All right, let me go to our handy dandy Math 109 assignments. And there's the homework, and there's our test. So we pull up the handy dandy test. I don't know why 2.2 doesn't have a due date. I'll have to fix that. Oh, Of course, the test, when you start it, we haven't covered any of this, so I'm covering it today. When the test starts, it'll tell you the test, it'll tell you how many questions, it'll tell you when it's due, it'll tell you the time it's due, it'll say how many times you have to take it. Oh, I got to read y'all a text I got this weekend. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
I want you to verify this and make sure that you tell the class that this is a legitimate text, all right? Because I don't want y'all to think I'm making this crap up.
That's great.
Okay, is that a legitimate text?
Yeah.
It's from a different number, right? I mean, ain't it from a number? It's not my number, is it? Okay. I guess I could show y'all that, but I don't know if y'all can see it. But anyway.
Well, we can
Hold
see
it still.
Oh, hold it still. You can see it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a legitimate text. It's from a number. It's not from this class. All right, here we go. Here's the text. See if you can figure it out. Why I'm making fun of it. I did not reply. Do you average test or accept highest from the lowest grade? Now, there's two problems with this text. Can somebody tell me what the two problems are?
You already told us that.
Say it one more time.
You already told us.
Yeah, and it's also a what? It's also a bonus question on your test. Okay. What's the second problem with this text?
Wait, what?
I can't understand the damn thing. That's what's wrong with it. Do you average test or accept the highest from the lowest grade? What the hell is the highest from the lowest grade? If you're going to communicate with people, be able to dadgum write, okay? Did I reply? Hell to the no.
I really did listen.
Anyway, after you see that you take the 3, you can take 1. Oh, this is another text I got, email. This email, I'm not going to show it because it has a name on it. This email said, if I make a 98 on the first attempt, do I have to take the second and third attempt? Did I reply?
That's yours.
Start a test. That's what you do when everybody's asleep. You done had a couple of beverages. It's quiet. There's no thunderstorms or sharknadoes outside. You hit start test. And there's the first one. You can write it down. We'll do it right quick. You can do it. It says by equations by substitution. I would prefer that you do it by hand the way that you're supposed to and graph when it says graph on your graphing calculator. But I can't police that. So go ahead and write that one down. I'll make it maximized. So So 3x minus 4y equals 17, and 7x plus 5y is equal to 11. And just solve for y. I don't know which one you want to solve for. We'll solve this one. Negative 4y is equal to negative 3x plus 17 divided by negative 4, negative 4, negative 4. Y is equal to 3/4 x minus 17/4. All right, check my math, check my algebra, and make sure I didn't make a mistake. I've decided I'm going to quit depending on the vending machine for gummy worms. This is the third day the vending machine is out of gummy worms. So I'm just going to go to Walgreens and buy that 5.5 pound bag. Put it in a little sandwich bag. Y'all seen them things? They're about this big.
Yeah,
$5.
she got back like
Y'all
that,
want
and she got like 3 other
I got that.
sour stuff. It's like,
Works out to about
you lost some
like
stuff.
50 cents for a little sandwich bag. You put them in there, you disperse them out, and put it in dang old 50-cent
You
bag.
like,
Yeah.
she always.
No one does.
I only splurge one thing during the day, and that's the gummy worms. I don't ask for much. Just a vending machine with gummy worms. And we have that here. Hail to the no. And you know whose fault it is, don't you? It's the Russians.
Yes.
Damn Russians. And Kavanaugh. Because he probably inappropriately touched the vending machine guy.
Kavanaugh got drunk and assaulted the vending machine.
That's what he did.
He's a raging alcoholic.
Yep. They said that he's a group rapist.
Are you his next accuser?
Yep, I am. He grabbed my butt. I'm gonna call the Democratic Party today, and you know what they'll do? They'll freaking call me back. How much you want to bet?
They'll give you $100,000. 100,000 lawyers.
Yeah, give me $100,000 of dang old book, dang old Hubie's ordeals. 7X. You can't help but laugh at the Democratic Party. They've become a damn joke. Well, let me say this. A certain part of the Democratic Party has become a damn joke. 3/4X minus 17 over 4 is equal to 11. Yeah, I have to refine. I don't believe all Democrats are crazy. Just about a third of them. The third that consists of Maxine Waters, Pocahontas, dang old Spartacus.
Hey, she's Indian. She's Indian.
Yeah, she's Indian. Be careful, you can't say that word.
Oh.
Let's see what else. Then there's that woman that's going to run for president with Retardicus. Those two, I can't remember her name. And then there's Crazy Bernie. Crazy Bernie.
Bernie wants to give you free college.
Yeah, free. Everything's free. Everything's free. Y'all didn't know that? Bunch of nuts.
That's what they said. If the next 10 years.
What's 5 times 3? 15 fourths? 15 4 6? Minus? What's 5 times 17? Dang old 105. What is it? Dang old 85. 85 over 14, over 4, sorry, is equal to 11. And now we got to get a common denominator because that's going to be 28 fourths. So I'm going to change this to 28 fourths. 28 plus 15, I hate 8s. God, I hate 8s. That'd be what? Dang old 43 fourths. 43 fourths. X minus 85 fourths. I'm going to show y'all a trick I learned in the war. 44 fourths. Y'all know I'm a veteran, so that means I'm racist and I'm a terrorist. All right? Plus 85 fourths. And if you don't watch the news, you have no idea what I'm talking about. So, all right, so that goes out, and you got 43 fourths. Let's go over here. 43 fourths X is equal to dang old 129. Somebody help me out. 129 over 4 multiplied by 43. 4 over 43. Oh my gosh, look at there. The 4's cancel. And you get X is equal to 129 over 43, and I bet that comes out to be 3. They're going to take that 3, plug it in anywhere you want. You can plug it into this one, you can plug it into this one, you can plug it into this one. I don't care which one you plug it into. 3 times 3 is 9. Minus 4y is equal to 17. Dang old 9, dang old minus 9, negative 4y, so that's going to be y is equal to 17 minus 9 is what? 8. 8 divided by 4 is what? Dang old 2. So it looks like it's going to be 3 and 2. If somebody check on the graphing calculator right quick, well, you have to solve for y, so that's more work. So can somebody verify? Because I know somebody put it in a calculator.
It's -2.
Negative. Okay, yeah. Oh, divided by -4. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See, it pays to interact. Dang old communication. Dang old, so you don't get fired.
Dang.
Hang on, you test it.
Oh, wow.
So you put a 3 there and a -2 there. Evidently, they don't think y'all know how to type in a coordinate with parentheses. I don't know why they did it like that, but anyway. Next question. Okay. Elimination. We'll go ahead and do this one because we're going to do 3. After I do the 3 methods,
I love that man.
pretty much I'm not gonna go over the same thing over and over. But 3x plus 9y is equal to 15, and then 6. We're gonna be smart. We're gonna rewrite it wrong. Oh, so that'd be 2x plus 6y equals 10. Make sure I changed everything the way it's supposed to be changed. And I'm going to multiply the bottom by -2, well, I'm going to have to multiply the top by 2 and the bottom by -3.
They're going to be different.
Bring the 2x over, that'd be positive. Bring the -10 over, that'd be positive, right? I'll make sure I do that. All right, so that's going to give us 6x plus 18y is equal to 30. And then down here, we got -6x minus 18y is equal, hot dog, diggity dog. Everything cancels, so that is the identity, which says that it's a true statement. And if it's a true statement, that's the identity proof, which means that the answer is all what? All real numbers. If it's true, it's all reals. What if it's false?
There's
I heard that. No solution. I told y'all that in notes, didn't I?
No.
Yep.
I think I did. All right, next. All right, so that's elimination.
What's the answer to that one? Oh.
If a student does not complete a homework assignment, this comes from the student, there's 3 or 4 questions that come from the student that said, oh, I didn't know that I got a 0 on incomplete homework assignment. Yeah, whatever. If a student does not complete a homework assignment, what grade will be recorded for that assignment? 0, zilch, nada.
sounds like that commercial. What's that?
I don't know. What should a student do? And they're not supposed to bunch them up like this, but I think they're doing it. I don't know why. What should a student do if something happens and they are out of class for a while? Like a funeral, a high school event, a wreck?
Wait.
I would say probably wait until a week after grade turn in. That's when you tell them. This came from the student that said, oh, I went on this after grade turn in. A week after grade turn in, helicopter parent called me. I can't talk to you. Then the student called me and said, oh, I was on a cruise. I didn't know we had a Unit 3 test.
You have to get like the child's consent and talk to the parent, don't you? Or
Yeah.
can you talk? Oh, because like my mom came in the other day talking to some administrative person. She was like, here, tell them you can talk to me.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that because of all the FERPA and dang old people, dang old, I ain't gonna say nothing. Communication is key for student, for an employee. What happens if you don't call work and you go down to Tijuana and you spend a week down in Tijuana and you don't call your work? What happens?
Fired.
Oh my God, they don't give you a trophy? That's you know what that is? That's racist. All right, solve this one. Firing people for not calling in. That's racist. Solve the inequality both algebraically and graphically. Draw a number line. So y'all should be able to do this without any problem, but we'll do it. I'm going to move the -0.6 to the left because I want to keep my variable what? Positive. Keep your variable positive. You don't forget 2 steps and then get it wrong.
Right.
So 1.4, I'm going to clear the fraction also, minus 1.2, 4 minus 0.6x. Which one, the tenths place is taken up, right? So I'm going to multiply everything by 10 because I don't want to have to depend on a calculator because I want to spell mom backwards in the future. So that's going to be 14x minus 12 greater than 40 minus what? 6x. Now I'm going to move that smallest bucket. I'm going to move it over across the river, and it becomes 6x. And I'm going to move the negative 12 across the river, and it becomes 12. I get 20x is greater than dang old 52. And 52 is going to be 26 over 10, which is 13 over 5. Somebody help me out. Somebody check, make sure I did that correct. 13 over 5 is 2 3/5, which is about what? 2 3/6 is 2.5, so it's about 2.5. Is it 13/5? Okay, all I need is a yes or a no.
It's 13/5.
Thank you. All right, so what does this tell us? Parentheses or what? Parentheses or brackets?
Yeah. Where?
Just circle this inequality right here. Brackets or parentheses?
Brackets.
Brackets. So that one's not it. This one's not it. And this also says x is greater than, so that means anything to the left is wrong. So we've got greater than here, we've got greater than here, we've got greater than here. This person has no clue because they're around 2.5. So we either got that one over there or this one over here. Well, this one don't have a clue because we don't have a negative. So even if you don't know how to do, a lot of the math, you can still kind of deduce what's going on. Answer is B. I'm not answering all those. I'm going to B. So you got to, let's see, what do they want you to write it in? They want you to, okay, I don't mind doing that. So x is greater than or equal to 13 divided by 5, and then that's going to be from 13/5 to what? Infinity. 13/5. Oops, I can't talk. 13/5, comma, piece of crap, comma, infinity. And what always goes on infinity? Parentheses.
Yes.
And you feel good about yourself. You don't put much makeup on and look like a Oompa Loompa. Next, if you have incomplete assignments and Hubert puts a 0 in for the grade, what will the 0 do to your grade?
B.
Somebody is going to walk up to me at the end of the semester and ask me these questions. Y'all do this. Hell, somebody already asked, and it's only the 3rd or 4th week. All right, when is the last day of class for this semester? I'm offended. You're making fun of the Bible.
Good. Hey, nobody knows when Judgment Day is.
Actually, that's a movie.
I saw
Dang old Terminator. Dang old Terminator movies, Judgment Day.
I need to watch it.
Yeah.
I watched.
It's only been around for 110 years.
Have you ever seen that? The Red Dragon?
Seen what?
Hannibal Lecter movie?
I don't get into people cooking people and eating them. I don't
No, it's a different.
No, I don't care nothing about that. What are the coordinates of the point of the intersection? Okay, this is a graphing. How do you know it's graphing?
Coordinates.
Nope.
What's the intersection?
Because both of them are solved for what?
Y.
Y. So they want you to plug it in your calculator. Plug and chug in your calculator. So y is equal to Turn the damn thing on first. Y is equal to 5x minus 3. 5x minus 3. Delete. And negative 3x, I'm trying to be smart again. Negative 3x plus 21. And graph.
It says 3x.
Did I not type in negative 3x? Let me check. Thank you. Y'all pretty good classes, no matter what the Anderson campus says about y'all. All right. So now we're going to second, trace, intersect. And I just hit enter twice, and then I move over here a little bit, and then guess. 3/12, 3,12. Is that what y'all got? 3,12, and you might have to put parentheses and hold your, let's just do this. Hit this little button down here. Now type in 3,12. Make sure you do that because I don't want to have to change 15 different grades because of you didn't hit this button down here. Or put parentheses around it. Probably mark it wrong. Next. I think y'all can get this one since the one I'm in is only United States on. That's because the rest of them are divisions of the Boy Scouts. So that's fine. Actually, the reason I put this one on here is because we were supposed to pull something off of our information sheet and put it on a homework assignment or a test or a quiz, and that's why that's on there along with my phone number. You had to put those. But I think I'm the only teacher on any campus that does this. So if you look at your overall grade one day, and it has decreased from several days ago, what has happened? I will take B as an answer, but the correct answer is B. Although covered in his handouts the first day of class, what is the best way to communicate with Hubert?
Text it.
I like email him over and over so I can use it as excuse because I suck. That's what I like. That's a good answer. How about his cell phone? Yeah, Judgment Day. Okay, we're not going to go over this one because it says by any means. You can use any means you want to. I would probably use elimination. Why do you use elimination? Because elimination avoids what? Fractions. That's why. If you use elimination, you will avoid the fractions because you're not solving for y. So that's a little hint. We might come back to that one. Somebody mark number 12 is not done. It will at the end anyway, but we might come back to it if we have time. And that's another one. This one, I think they're wanting you to use substitution on this one because they're already got this one right here. All you got to do is bring the y over. So that one may be a good substitution. I'll go ahead and give y'all time to write down both of them. There's the first one. I'll write it out so y'all can see it at the Easley and Anderson campus, at the Easley and Oconee and Pendleton campus. 3x is equal to 5y minus 12, and 6x is equal to 24 minus 6y. And once you write it the way it's supposed to be written, then I would probably use elimination on this one. Okay, next one. The next one, this one I would use substitution. Substitution for 4x plus 5y is equal to 9. And I'm just going to go ahead and do x is equal to 5y minus 4. Take that, plug it in. I think that's why they put that X by itself to see if you run with it with the substitution. Next. Another one, elimination, it tells you. I'll write it down for you. And that's going to be 2x. And a lot of people say, well, damn, Hubert, you put a lot of dadgum elimination and substitution. Why do you think I did that? Dang old beautiful mind. Dang old intersection of curves. Area under a curve. You got to find the what? The intersection point. Y'all have to be able to find the intersection point of two lines, two curves. That's why, if you don't know how to do that, then you pretty much going to fail in business and marketing, or management, marketing, whatever, economics. I don't do it just to be spiteful, that's for sure. I'm not very spiteful. I don't know if y'all can tell that or not, but I'm not. Solve the system graphically. How do you know graphically? If the directions didn't tell you, how would you know? They're both solved for what? Why? So you would use your graphing calculator, or you would use, and I'll write it down for you.
So I'm gonna go back later.
Y is equal to 5x plus 13, and y is equal to negative 8x minus 26. That's not minus, is it? Yeah, minus. Okay, next one. If you miss a question on a test and you believe it is correct, what do you think a common sense person would do? Call Hubert's office 5 or 6 times. Ask Hubert if you can meet with him after class. C is the best one. That's the one that really put me in a good mood. Okay? Send several emails to Hubert with the last one saying hello. I haven't had too many people scream and throw a temper tantrum, but I think my son was probably doing that when I wrote this question. I don't know. But anyway, I think it'll be what? B? Reckon?
B.
There's about, for those of you wondering, there's about 10 or 15 of these questions. So you got 30 questions. So 10, that's 30 to 45 points. Will somebody make below of 30 or 45 on this test?
Yep.
Somebody want to bet lunch on it? I guarantee you somebody will make below a 40 or a 30 on this test. All right, let's do this one. If you make below a 30 or 45 on this test, you do not what?
Tell anyone.
Yeah, I made 106 on that test. Because if you tell somebody that you made below a 40 in my class, you're advertising that you're not too bright.
Does that happen often, or is it just every once in a while?
Honestly,
10 to 15%.
Hey, if you do a test 3 times and still get that wrong,
Why do you think they have a show called Live PD? Have you ever watched Live PD?
Yeah.
Those people on there are dumb as post. And I'm not talking about the policemen.
Where are you?
I mean, honestly, the drugs, I think, help. It makes them a little bit smarter. If you take that
drugs? They don't carry drugs with them. They just happen to fall into their pocket.
they just beat up on them because they're racist. Have you noticed that since the body cams have come out, there's been less suing the police departments?
Wonder why.
Yeah.
Golly, I wonder why. I guess because they see how how big a fool these people act in front of the policeman. That's why I couldn't be a policeman. If you're running out of the Family Dollar and you got stuff and it's closed and the burglar alarm's going off, I'm going to shoot you in the knees. That's why I couldn't be a dadgum policeman.
Hey, I'm lethal.
Dan, if you shoot at me, it's going to be square mass right between the eyes, buddy.
I agree.
Center mass. Dang old tight group. 4 times -3 is negative what? 12. And then 5x minus 13. 5x minus 13, I'm going to take that little bucket. I'm going to take it across the river. And that's going to be minus 5x. It's going to be 3x, -1. Somebody help me out. 3x is less than -1.
Yep.
And divide by 3. X is less than -1/3. So that means we got parentheses is out. So that leaves us with 5. And this means that X is less than, so that means to the left. So that one's out. That one's out. And this one's out. So that just leaves A and D. And let's see where 1/3 is. That's -1/3. So this is positive 1/3. And this is negative, probably right. No, that's not it.
We done screwed the pooch.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something is definitely wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody look and make sure I'm not missing it. It looks like to me that somebody messed up. Check those number lines and see if I don't see a -1/3. All right, let me go back and check and make sure. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is -12. 5x minus 13. 5x comes over. That's 3. Positive 12. -1. X is less than -1/3.
Wait, don't if you divide, you switch the sign?
Only if you divide by negative.
Only when you divide by negative. That's why I keep my variable positive, so I don't have to worry about that.
I don't know.
The problem I've got is I don't have a bracket at -1/3. Do y'all see a bracket at -1/3? All right, here's 0. That's positive. Okay, this is 0. That's positive. This is 0. This one is correct. This parenthesis. This one is correct, but it's greater than. This one is positive. I think A is the correct answer, but it's incorrect. What do y'all think? Why do I say A is the correct answer? Because it's the only one with a bracket on 1/3 and it's going to the left. Now, is it on the wrong 1/3? Yes. But do you want to get the answer right or wrong? I think it's A. What do y'all think?
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's put the correct answer. We'll put that there. And then somebody mark this, number 17, so we can come back and look at it, see if we got it wrong. Okay, so I'm going to put X is less than or equal to, dang old negative. I'm going to put negative, and then I'm going to put fraction. Make a note. Put the negative in front of the fraction, just in case, because some of these questions have been programmed, some of the answers have been programmed to where the negative should be out front. And then the answer is going to be negative infinity to what? They don't have a coordinate here, so they have a coordinate. Where's the coordinate? They don't have a coordinate. I don't see a coordinate. Right here? Okay. Negative infinity. Gosh, I don't need all that. Negative infinity, comma, 1/3, and 1/3 gets a what on it?
Negative.
Negative 1/3, thank you. Negative 1/3 gets a bracket. I'm going to put a negative, and then I'm going to put fraction bar, and then a 1/3, and then I'm going to change that parenthesis to a bracket. Next one. Why does Hubert not entertain extra points, extra credit, dropping any grades at the end of the semester? I personally like C, but we'll take A.
Okay.
Okay, that's solve system. Which method? Graphing.
Yep.
C is the only one that has my name and a real phone number. Which answer here? The only one that equals what?
100%.
100%. People get that one wrong. In your grade book, to find your final grade after you have completed all your assignments, which should you choose? How about C? Solve by substitution. This one gives you substitution. I forgot to write down that other one. I'll go back in a second. Let's write this one down for you. Just put substitution at the top. And x is equal to 5y plus 11. And 4x plus 7y is equal to negative 10. Okay? No martinis in class.
Sorry.
Dang old alcoholic, dang old AA. Dang old, if you drinking daggum alcoholic liquor and daggum 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, you dang old AA. All right, there's that one. Let me write that one down for you. This one says by graphing, and it is y is equal to 5x plus 7, and y is equal to 7x plus 8. Now, let me go ahead and say something about the test while I'm at it. I forgot to tell you this. I give you 10 to 15 questions of math questions on here, right? Each one of those 15 questions has 10 to 12 questions to pull from. Okay, it's called pooling. So for your Unit 1 test, how many questions can they pull from? About 150 questions. It randomizes. It changes the order. And it also algorithmically generates. So you might pull this question up again, and it may say y is equal to negative 3x plus 2, and y is equal to negative 5x plus 7. So there's 3 different ways that these tests regenerate. So what's the chances of you pulling up the test the first, the second, and the third time the same? Very unlikely. What is the chance of you sitting beside somebody with the same test? Very unlikely. Now, if you want to take time away from your test and help somebody else, I don't have a problem with that. Why? Because the best way to learn is to what? To teach, Hubert. Yes. Okay? The best way to learn is to teach, but that's also going to cut away from your what? Time. So if you want to take a chance and not finishing the test, knock yourself out. All right? Because a lot of people say, I can't believe he's showing us the test. I'm showing you the test so you can see how I think. Okay? Now you can say, well, I know Hubert, he's going, on Unit 2 test, whatever he harps on about calculus, that's what he's going to put on this test. Because that's what I'm doing on Unit 1 test. Okay? Or whatever you need in calculus or in business or economics, you got to find the intersection. That's all he's going to put on there. So, there you go. I just wanted to mention that because I forgot to mention it at the beginning. Next question. Oh yeah, these we already went over these. What was the last question? Was that one? Is that the last question we went over, talked about?
Yeah.
Okay, next one. There you go. Graphing calculator or Excel question.
Excel.
So take your graphing calculator out. Let me erase this. I can't put it in Excel. Yeah.
Can you pull up Excel during the test?
Yes, I don't mind.
Okay.
Where do you go to put it in?
I'm going to pull this up in Excel. So I'm going to write it so y'all can see it and so I can type it in. Well, I'm just going to write it over here.
I'm about to go home.
2, 3, 12, 7, 14, 9, 16, 11, 18, 20. Oh, there it is. Forget it.
Hey,
Dang old you old battle axe. Hold on a minute. I'll just pull it up in Excel. And y'all can see it. If I get the dadgum mouse to work. Go away. There. So I'm going to pull it up and blow it up for y'all. There you go. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and graph it. See, I offended him. I tell you what, land of buttercups and snowflakes. I think I'm just about ready to give up. I don't see how these teachers are teaching these polycom classes and they hadn't been practicing, I don't see how they're doing it. Because it took me 3 or 4 semesters just to get ready to do it. But, shut up, Hubert. How's your other polycoms going? Anybody taking one?
Awful.
awful.
Are they that bad? Tell me what the biggest complaint is, because I know y'all ain't going to bitch about my class. All right? But except the Pendleton campus, they look like they're going to bitch about it. But tell me about your other classes.
He always tries to play videos.
Who's that? Who is it? English, history, or what?
Microeconomics.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Microeconomics.
Oh, well, annoying. Very annoying.
And he tries to play these videos that stutter and you can barely hear it the entire time.
Yeah, we are working on the streaming. Basically, in the past, we've had people that don't know about the streaming problems, and we've got a new guy, a new vice president of IT, and we're going to take that up with him, and he's going to try to get it a little bit better where the videos will be a little bit better. Is that what you complained about, the hesitation or the lag in the videos? Or are you just complaining that's all they do is show videos? Forget it. I was asking, is it the streaming lag that you're complaining about, or is it just you show too many videos?
It's a streaming lag.
Okay. Yeah. It's a little bit of a problem even with me writing. There's a little bit of a lag. But again, we're doing it so the Easley campus, the Oconee campus, and the Anderson campus can have these classes at these campuses without canceling and make you drive all the way up Pendleton. So I guess it's the lesser of two evils.
She don't know how to put like the video like on the screen. So she points the camera at the TV there.
I told him, I said, you're gonna have to spend at least 2 weeks practicing. And then none of them did it. None of them. So I'm not gonna whine. All right, there you go. It looks like a linear because you only got one dot out of place. It's kind of like an outlier. So just erase that. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, just click, right click, add trend line, and go ahead and type in the display equation and display R squared. And I do that for everybody because sometimes you might get a standardized test question, and I'm going to explain that for you. There's the formula. The equation. Negative 7065x plus 21.2174. Did somebody do this on your calculator?
Yeah.
Okay, on your calculator, and you type it in, it should give you this information. I'm going to tell you what to do if it doesn't. Go to your handy dandy calculator, type in second, turn the thing on first, type in second 0, which is your catalog. Go down to display, which starts with a D, which I can't find D right now, so I'm just going to go down. Okay? Display on. Make sure the display is on. I'm sorry, diagnostic on. And hit enter and enter.
You got to go put in the
Second one.
coordinates in there.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you how to turn it on.
Yeah.
And that should give you the R factor. What is the R factor? Can anybody tell me? The R factor is basically telling you if there is a correlation. The closer it is to 1, the more correlation you have. What is the square root of 0.941111? Somebody take the square root of 0.941111. What does that come out to be? Okay, it doesn't take that long. Just take 941111, 941. I'm sorry, what?
0.9701. And
So
then
you got a 0.97 correlation rate. That means that you have a correlation between these numbers. There is a correlation, meaning that there is a pattern. There is a relationship. There is something going on with these numbers. That's what the R factor is. All right? Dang old probability. All right, question. So y'all write that down. I don't know if I can type that in. If y'all can remember, tell me what the numbers are, I'll type it in. But let's go back over to the test. And y is equal to point what? 7065x? What was it?
Oh, dang.
Something as simple as writing the daggum equation down. Y'all couldn't do it. Did anybody write it down? Y'all
Yes.
stop. Forget it now. I done pulled it up now. No, Don't say a word. Don't say a freaking word. I'll just pull it up each time and do it the hard way. 7065. Yeah, you were right, Hubert. That's all I needed. Thank you very much, class. 7065x. Y'all suck. Plus 2174. Plus 2174. Plus, I think I know what it is. Y'all are racist. Because I'm Irish.
It's point.
It's point. I'm Irish. That's what it is.
Oh, that's not prejudice.
That's what it is. Okay, next. Does Hubert, here it is. Does Hubert, no, this ain't the one. Does Hubert replace your lowest grade with your final exam? The only answer that's real. No way, no how. When is the week of finals? I'm offended. Yeah. All right, solve this one. I'll write it on the board for those who can't see. 3, Billy, 3 times x minus 2 over 4 minus x equals 1 minus x over 8. What's the first thing I'm going to do before I start this problem? Clear the what?
Fractions.
Clear the fractions by multiplying through by the common denominator, which is 8.
8.
So I'm going to multiply both sides by 8 over 1.
Really?
Now, if you like punishment, knock yourself out. If you like to make more fractions, knock yourself out. But I'm going to clear my fractions because I don't want to make a careless mistake. And I don't want to depend on a calculator because I like to be able to spell mom backwards one day. So, what's 8 times 3? 24 divided by 4 is 6. X minus 2. Minus, what's 8 times x? 8x. 8 times 1 minus x. All right, now you can finish it. So distribute the 6. That's going to be 6x minus 12. 6x minus 12 minus 8x is equal to 8 minus x. 6x minus 8x is negative what? 2x minus 12 is equal to 8 minus x. I'm going to move the smallest bucket across the river. And that's going to give me negative 12 is equal to 8. What's negative x plus 2x? Dang old x. And minus 8 minus 20 is equal to x. So that's going to be negative 20. Okay, chill out, zipper fetish people, because we've got a few minutes left in class and we've got only 3 questions to go over. So, Oconee got dropped. They probably quit. They probably said we can't pass this test. Yeah, they just dropped. Well, I can't add them back. It says maybe offline. I'm going to check them again in a minute. If you take several, okay, here it is. Here's the question right here. I want everybody to read this question. If you take several forms of a test, meaning a unit test, all right, 3 times, you got 3 forms. How is it counted? He takes the highest grade and drops the lowest. Now let's address the DA question. I made a 98 on the first test. Do I need to take the other 2 forms? Why is that a DA question? Well, if you make a 98 on the first test, what are you going to make on the second one if you don't take it? I heard what?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I know, but what will it give you if you don't take it?
No.
A 0, right? And what if you don't take the third attempt?
A 0.
It's going to give you a 0. So you have a 98, a 0, and a 0. What is the computer going to do?
Give you 98.
It's a miracle.
Average.
98.
Okay, this one, I'll write it on the board for you. 4x minus y is equal to 4. 4x minus y is equal to -4, and 2x minus 3y is equal to -4. And they want you to use and y'all used it on your homework, so you should be able to use it there. And that's the next to the last one, so zipper fetishes, just hold on. I'll let y'all have a couple of minutes to do your zippers, okay? All right, last question. When does the homework terminate? You suck. All right, now I'm going to submit the test, and somebody tell me which one of those that had the quirky answer, the number line, which one was that one? Number what? Number 17?
Over 17. 17.
Yep, we got it wrong, and guess what? Oh, we didn't see this one, did we? Okay, now I feel like a dumbass, all right? We didn't. Make sure you scroll down all the way. All right, that's one to end on. Take the test, finish the homework, and I'll see y'all Thursday to go over new material, okay?
Okay.
Have a good day. Good class. Y'all interacted. I don't know how to act.